Hi, everybody. My name is Jim Shear.
I'm Mike Adam.
This is True, and you are watching Gimme 5. Today's category is Top Duets of the Last 20 Years.
Yeah, a lot to choose from.
What were your parameters for this category?
I was just looking at songs that really made a big wave. You know, that were great songs, but
No,
that
are you
really...
talking collaborations or a true duet?
Two people, duet.
Singing?
Yep.
All right, good. Those were the parameters I followed as well. So, Mike, give me 5.
Good. At the number 5 spot, I'm going to go with Usher featuring Alicia Keys, My Boo. Came out back in 2004, and I just loved it because both these artists were on top of their game at the time, and it was just one of those things where you were always thinking, what if Alicia Keys and Usher collaborated? That would be cool, and it happened. So I was stoked about that one. Number 4, Gaga and Beyonce.
Yeah!
Telephone.
That was in my top 10.
That one is huge, man. It came out only a few years back. What's it been? 5 years now?
Maybe, yeah.
I think so. And it was just so massive. I mean, two of the biggest stars of our generation coming together. The video was amazing.
And when she comes in, when Beyonce comes in, she rips it up.
I know. Number 3, I'm going to go with Monica and Brandy. The Boy Is Mine. Dude, 98, it came out, and just the controversy surrounding it. Like, do they really hate each other? You know, such a good song. Massive.
I didn't pick it.
It's all right. I'm sure yours are great.
Okay, that's a good one.
Number 2, we're going back far in this one. Babyface and Stevie Wonder.
Oh.
How Come, How Long? Do you remember that one?
No.
I don't know if it did great on the charts, but it was just, I mean, two legendary singers, and the topic of the song was very real, and you know, it was about domestic abuse, and it was just such a good song. They did a phenomenal job on it. And number 1, I feel like I reference this song all the time. Michael and Janet Jackson's Scream came out in 95. When I was doing my research on that, I was like, please let it be 95, please let it be 95 so it can make the list. So that's my number 1.
That's a good one.
What about you, Jim?
So I think we got lost in translation somewhere.
Yeah.
Because I have my top duets of the last 10 years.
Okay, and I went with 20.
But maybe that's why I missed The Boy Is Mine.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. If you want a more current list, you can check this one out. At number 5, Just Give Me a Reason from Pink featuring Nate Ruess.
Okay.
I just like the way their voices blend. I believe this was Nate's first big collaboration after his success with Fun. It got nominated for a handful of Grammys, and it's just a nice song. Number 5. Number 4, Blurred Lines from Robin Thicke and Pharrell. And yes, T.I. does his rap.
Yeah.
But the way that Pharrell's voice and Robin Thicke's voice just go in and out, sometimes you don't know who's singing, and it's seamless.
Yeah.
And I'm still bitter about that whole lawsuit. Screwed up music.
I know.
They were just following a vibe, man. They weren't copying. Anyway, that's another subject for another episode. Number 3, somebody that I used to know from Gautier featuring Kimbra.
Great.
Song of the year in 2012.
Yes.
Nice back and forth between those two. Nice, smooth, gentle song. Even though your industry, the radio industry, had to add a beat to it like they do all the ballads. Number 2, I don't know if you've heard this one, Be My Forever from Christina Perri featuring Ed Sheeran off of her latest album, Head or Heart. Hasn't been released as a single yet, and I think there was a contractual thing where Ed had to release 2 singles off his album before she could release this as a single.
Oh, wow.
But Christina, you're running out of time. It just has a nice campfire sing-along vibe to it.
Philly's own
I think it's my favorite Christina Perri song ever.
Yeah.
And it needs to be released in the summer. You release this in December, doesn't make sense. And the top duet of the last 10 years, not to be confused with the last 20 years, is Lucky from Jason Mraz and Colby Calais. I've heard this played at weddings, and it's one of those songs. I make music, not mainstream music, but I still write music with my electric guitar, and it has the lyric that you're just so jealous of, Lucky, I'm in love with my best friend.
Right.
And every time I hear the song, I'm like, so good. You guys just did it up right.
You have a very lovey-dovey list today.
It's a very VH1 Top 20 Video Countdown list.
Jim is in a loving mood today. What could you do? I love it.
So there you go.
All right, well, those are our lists. We want to know that obviously there's a ton of collaboration songs, duet songs that you could tell us about. Comment below, and we will see you next week. No, I did the past 15 years.
We can do 15.
Is that going to mess up your thing?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, is it? What's 95?